Here we are in section 2.4 with the answers to 24 through 35. This one says change into a decimal. So we're going to take these fractions, make them come out as decimals instead of changing them into other fractions. So here we have 2 divided by 5. Well, 5 doesn't go into 2, so it's a 0. You can put that 0 there if you'd like to. But we put a couple of zeros out here just to make sure we can do it. 5 goes into 20 how many times? 4 times. So we put the decimal right up there and put the 4 at the end of the 20. 4 times. 4 times 5 is 20. Subtract no remainder. We're done. 0.4 is that decimal. And 2/5 and 0.4 is the exact same thing. 25, 1/4. Well, we know 1/4 is going to come out to be 0.25, but let's watch it happen. 1 divided by 4. Put a few zeros out here to get us enough to go on. 4 goes into 10. 2 times. Make sure that decimal's up there. 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract and we get 2. Drop down that 0. 4 goes into 20 5 times. That's a 20. Subtract it and we get a 0. Good. 0.25. And that's where we get that a quarter is 25 cents. Those are exactly the same thing. Number 26. 3 divided by 8. Put a few decimals there, zeros to carry down. 8 doesn't go into 3, so we could put a 0 up there. 8 goes into 30. Let's write these down just in case you're struggling with your multiplication tables. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8 goes into 30. We see right here is the lowest, the highest one we can do, so that's 3 times, which is 24. Subtract and you get 6. Drop down a 0. 8 goes into 60. It looks like 56 down here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 will give us the 56. And there's 4 left over there. Drop that 0 down. Oh, look, we had to use all the zeros this time. 8 goes into 40 5 times. Exactly. So we're done. 0.375. 3/8 is 0.375. Ooh, 1/9. 1 divided by 9. And notice that if we, for some reason, did it backwards, 9 divided by 1, we would not get a decimal going on here. So let's put the decimal up there. 9 goes into 10 one time. 1 times 9 is 9. Subtract, and we get 1. Drop down that 0, we get a 10. Hey, 9 goes into 10 one time. 9, subtract, we get 1, 0. We're going to get 0.11111 on forever. I'll put a bar over it. If you wanted to do just 0.1 with a bar, that's fine too. 7/8. So 7 divided by 8. We've got the list of 8 multiplication tables up there if we need them. So 8 goes into 70. Nope, 9 doesn't work. Looks like 8 times, which is 64. Subtract that and we get 6, 0, which is 7. 7 times 8 is 56. Subtract and we get 40, which ends in a 5. So we get 0.875. Okay, 1/6. 1 divided by 6. 6 goes into 10 one time. 1 times 6 is 6. Subtract, and we get 4. Drop down the 0. 6 goes into 40. 6 times 6 is 36. Subtract, and we get a 4. 0. 6 goes into 40 6 times. So it looks like it'll be a 0.1. And then 6, 6, 6, 6 going on forever. We'll repeat this pattern. So we just put a 6 right over that. Good. Number 30. Now this time we're going backwards. We're going to change into a fraction and simplify. So we're going to take these decimals, turn them into the fractions. Interesting little thing here. Here we had to do this division to do it. This is a little bit easier. 5 is in the tenths column. So we call it 5/10, just like that. And we can simplify to 1/2. Here 7 is in the tenths column. So it's 7/10, and that thing can't be simplified. Oh, this guy ends up in the hundredths column. So that's going to be 45 hundredths. So we're going to divide by 5, and it gives us 9 20ths. I could tell a 5 went into both of those because this ended in a 5 and that one a 0. Ooh, 52. Again, that ends in the hundredths column, so it's going to be 52 hundredths. What goes into 52? Well, they're both even, so I could divide by 2, and I get 26 50ths. Those are still both even, so I'm going to divide by 2 again, and I get 13 25ths. 13 25ths. Now what's interesting about this, if you were to take 13 divided by 25 like we did up here with these, 13 divided by 25, it would actually come out to be 0.52 exactly. I think it's pretty interesting. 75 ending in the hundredths column. So this is 75 hundredths. We could take out a 5 and a 5. So let's divide both sides by 5, and we get, 5 divided, that's 15 20ths. Looks like we could take out another 5. And that gives you 3/4. It's about this time in the problem where you realize you have just missed something amazing, and you guys have been able to witness that. 3/4 or 3/4, just like up here we had 1/4 was 25 cents. 3/4 is, oh my word, 75 cents. 75 cents is 3/4. They're the same number. All right, next one, number 35.6. That's 6 in the tenths column. Can reduce down, divide by 2, and you get 3/5. Good.